to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Yellow, yellow, 180. Hey, here we go. Yellow, 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 yellow.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
You don't want it. At 25's the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Yellow, 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 yellow. Easy.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Bound to lose one. Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 20.
Now it's Mixon running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelce, left side. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Yellow. Check back.
An option handoff here to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Joe Mixon, 54 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Tight down. There you go. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Hey, Ozzy. Shut up.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Watch the pass.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this 1st half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
We're going 25 to the mic. Attack. I'm coming after you. Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Come on. Yellow. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The quick feet by Jackson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 59 yards. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes, there he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon, 57 yards. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire
I turned too quick. Oh, my God.
Campus, right?
That was touchdown, bro. I'm sorry.
While he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And Gordon's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
Turned too damn quick, bro. That was touchdown, bro.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Damn.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you
I ain't
back.
doing shit but running. I'm not throwing
They've
the
got a
bitch
first
at all.
and 10 as they look to try and finish
No
this one
cap.
off. Mixon with a first down carry.
I'm not throwing
for
this
one
bitch.
of the few times here today, this run's not going to go
Matter of
anywhere.
fact.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here.
It's a dot.
And
it's over.
And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive where they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
You're not beating me over the top. That's what did.
It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson to throw.
I just want to throw it over there, bro. I can pick that bitch off.
The diving catch. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Jackson.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Buying time to
Man, hit his bitch ass.
And Jackson so
I fucking hate Lamar, bro.
He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Ah, shit.
Flush to his right.
Get that bitch ass.
And I think the ball's
oh, now he want to fumble.
Out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Give me that. Oh! Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck? Look at his bitch ass, bro. This game's so fucking lame, bro.
Quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well.
He left it exposed
that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he takes
y'all gonna push him in there
into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right?